Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So, in front of us we have a black Volkswagen Golf, and from here it all looks good. But the closest that we get, don't know how well it shows up on camera, but like for instance this bonnet, this has been something I've been needing to take care of for about 18 months since picking the car up. It's not showing up very well, but on the bonnet I think the previous owner has tried to polish out some stone chips or something, because it's got swirl marks on it pretty bad from polishing with an aggressive pad. And then if we move around here, we've got this panel where we've got a similar story where I fixed a scratch in a previous video, and in the sunlight that's also got swirl marks on it. And then basically just going around it, with it being a black car, we've just got little scuffs here and there, like this. So that's what this video is. I want to try and rectify that as cheaply and easily as possible, and hopefully I'll be able to get it looking a lot better pretty quickly, within like half an hour or something. Aircon is still nice and cold, by the way, if anyone watched that video. Yeah, I think paint correction is one of them things where you can spend hours doing it and getting it perfect, or you can get it 99% there pretty quickly, and that's what I'm aiming for. Anyway, first I need to clean the vehicle, and the easiest way to do that is drive to your local car wash and pay a tenner for a quick wash and vac, because for what it is, these guys will do a much better job than me, a lot quicker and a lot easier than even before I could even get the stuff out to do it. And with that done now, we can possibly see, is it showing up? Probably not actually, but there is quite a few swirl marks on there. And yeah, we can't see it there either. But we can probably see these little light scratches, which I'm hoping to make them a little bit less noticeable. And if we look inside, we can see how good a job they've done. I mean, they charged me a tenner for this wash and vac, and they've even had a good go at taking out, I don't know if that were milkshake or a bukkake stain or what the fuck it was, but they've had a good go at that, and that was pretty stuck in there. Anyway, let's see if we can make it a bit shinier. And this is the professional tools and equipment I'm going to use. This was, I think, about 15 quid off eBay, and it's B82 res powered, so I don't need to pull a cable around with it. Got some of this stuff, which is decent. A soft sponge pad, and then I'll go over it with that afterwards, and some micropenis cloths, and that's all I'm going to use. So let's see how we get on. And so first thing I need to do is install some of this on here. Yes. And we'll just have one last look to see if we can pick up them swirl marks on camera, but probably not. And then we'll put this on here on a slow speed and just turn it on. Yes. And this, surprisingly, considering it costs so much money, it seems pretty crap actually. It seems pretty weak, but let's do half the bonnet and one headlight. Obviously the correct way to sort your headlights out is to do what I did in another video with the E92, but this should make it look a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and do half this bonnet, and then see how it looks. Right, it's a moment of truth. Now, I've got our micropenis cloth to remove the residual polish and see what's underneath it. Yes. So, obviously it's not perfect, it's not taking anything that's, you know, a little bit deeper out, but if we go around from this side and look round here, and then we go around to this side, I don't know how well it's shown up on camera, but in real life it's night and day different. That's got loads of buffer marks on it, like swirl marks on it, and this side now doesn't. So I need to do that side so it looks like that side, which, like I said, isn't perfect, but it is a dramatic improvement. And now this side looks like that side. So that's the bonnet done. Like I said, this isn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect with what I'm doing here, but it is making it a lot better for minimal effort, and that's what I'm going for. So now I'm going to proceed and I'll go around some more of the car. And this is how far we've made it so far. And now I need to wipe this polish off, which, to be honest with you, wiping the polish off is probably the hardest bit. Yes. Better. And now, there we are. I've made it around to here, and my battery's gone flat. So I'll have to charge it up and come back. But for the video, you'll just see this side of it, and I'll pretend I've finished it. It is actually dramatically better, and it's taken me 30 minutes, half an hour. That's all it's taken. Quick flash over. To be honest, that shitter is not very powerful at all. It's probably the same as just wanking it off one of these, apart from your arm don't get as tired. It's a bit better actually than doing it by hand. It does help, but it's not, you can't push down on it because it's just not got any power. But I can't complain. It's taken half an hour and it is a lot nicer. It is actually a lot nicer, a lot more shiny. Them swirl marks on the bonnet, which have been there ever since picking the car up, they look like they've gone. Stone chips and stuff are still there, obviously. Not going to polish them out. But just for a quick flash over, I mean, if you want to make your car look a lot better for a little bit of effort, that it is worth getting one and doing that, I'd say, because it does look a lot nicer. Anyway, I'm going to finish the other side when my battery charges up, but for now, I think I'm going to leave this video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all usual shit. Tell me that I'm a shit detailer. I know I am. I'm not a detailer. I ain't got the patience for that shit. But yeah. And in fact, I think I will try and film this bit because I'm going to have to take a slightly different approach. If we look here, we can see that we've got a few little scratches which are a bit deeper than what we were dealing with on the other side. It is a few days later, actually. It's about a week later, and I've had to get the car washed again. But for them, I'm going to use a more aggressive pad to start with. So let's see what that does. Yes. And then I'm just going to use the same approach, but with a stiffer pad. And then now, after we've gone over it with that pad, we swap to this pad, which is obviously professional 2-stage paint correction. What else would it be? And so now what I'm going to do is just go over the whole side of the car with it, like what I did on the other side of the car, in the same genital manner. Yes. So obviously now I've got to wipe all this polish off with my micropenis cloth, which is probably the hardest bit about it. But it has worked. And now we've got most of that polish wiped off with our microfiber cloth. Let's go for another stage. Let's make it a 3-stage professional paint correction with one of these. Yes. So that has actually worked pretty well. I mean, I'm not going to lie and pretend it's perfect, because if you look really closely, you can still see some little marks like round there, but it is a lot better than what it was. And when you look at it from here, it looks great actually. So I need to do that wing because I haven't done that wing yet. Then I'll come back when I'm finished. And I think that is probably finished as good as I'm going to get it. I'm happy with that. For what it's taken, it's probably taken me a couple of hours overall. And if we go around the car, we can see that it is shiny and black. And it looks decent. Now, I'm not going to say that it's perfect, because obviously if you go close up, you can still see little marks like that. But for a 20 quid. I think it's 20 quid, that little buffer. I think it's done all right. It's not very powerful, but that's probably a blessing because it saved me from burning through the paint. Anyway, I think that is where I'm going to leave it now. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all usual shit, and I'll see you next time.